What is up, everybody? Smooth here, and for today's video we have a Camille skin gameplay for you guys. For the items, runes, honestly nothing really changes. A very standard and typical build you will see throughout everybody who plays Camille, majority of people who play Camille. But this was actually another skin we picked up recently, the second skin and the second skin gameplay on our channel. So right here, Jax actually did a red side clear, which honestly caught us off guard. But we tried to contest it, but as you can see, Malphite is already really low. Tristana also is very low, as Kaale manages to pick up first blood on Pantheon. So as you can see, we really weren't expecting Jax to do a red side clear. So he manages to pick it up. And we tried to engage in a fight right here, but sadly everybody was just too low, so Lucian manages to pick up a double kill very easy, and we can't even engage anymore, so we just back out. So bad play on our part, really not realizing or anticipating that Jax would do a red side clear, and Lucian managed to get a double kill right there. And we weren't even able to rotate and get the right side scuttle because Pantheon manages to pick it up as well. But right here, we do manage to get a pretty nice gank off. So I'm just hovering over the wall and telling Kaale to engage. And I managed to get my ultimate, so we dash over, we slow him a bit, then we ultimate onto Pantheon, and we managed to secure a kill. So we managed to do something good. Early game it was actually going very horrible for us. So managing to pick up that kill there helped us out tremendously. But Pantheon manages to pick up a kill on Kaale. The Ocean Drake is up. So this is honestly a great job by our team overall. So Malphite is actually very low. Irelia is low as well. But Irelia and Malphite ultimate in, we dash in, and we managed to steal the Ocean Drake. And right here I flash out, mainly because it was just so much chaos going on. I wanted out of it. But looking back at it, it was actually a pretty good idea to flash out early, because if we stayed any longer we probably would have died. So we managed to steal the Ocean Drake from the enemy team. So right now things are looking okay-ish. And we pick up the Sheen and Phage. And of course the first item you want to get on Camille is the Trinity Force, a very important and core item on Camille. So right here, same play again. So we hover over the wall, we're telling Kaale to engage, we dash over, slow him, ultimate him. So the same play 2 times on Pantheon, we managed to secure the kill on him. And right here the Rift Herald is up, but Jax and Ziggs are fighting with Irelia, so we try to go help. But because we managed to kill Pantheon, I just rotate right back to the Rift Herald, and we actually do some pretty good damage on it pretty fast before Jax and Pantheon make their way over. So that's kind of why I was like, okay, we gotta, we just gotta continue going for it right here as Jax makes his way over. But so Pantheon flashes stuns in, but we do manage to secure it. We pick up the kill on Jax, and right here I managed to land the stun on Pantheon, so Kaale picks up a double kill. Nice and easy, and we managed to secure the Rift Herald. So right now everything is starting to look pretty good for us and the entire team, as we managed to pick up the Trinity Force first item, a very important and core item on Camille. And right here Ziggs is overextended a lot, so we just dash over, stun, slow him, and then ultimate and pick up the kill. Nice and easy. Kaale getting another kill. Kaale's getting really easy kills. I mean, I think that's she got the first blood on Pantheon, so kudos to her. I think she deserves them. But right here we're just kind of hovering over the mid lane because we picked up Ziggs. So I was kind of thinking, okay, if nobody rotates over, we can definitely pick up the mid turret. And just like I was thinking, literally nobody rotates over. So myself and Irelia managed to pick up the turret, nice and easy. So even though after a slow start, You know, it's a great example. Like, just, you know, keep playing, keep going, because it doesn't always mean the end of the world as a jungler if you lose both scuttles. You know, keep rotating, keep farming, gank your lanes, and you might end up getting some kills. So even if you lose both scuttles, you know, don't think that the game's over. So right here we're just kind of pushing this lane, mainly because the Infernal Drake is up. So we let the Rift Herald go and we immediately go for the Infernal Drake. Really, there's no time to waste right there. You know, if you use the Rift Herald, it's just important to just rotate over for the dragon. So Malphite does a great job of slowing them down, and Jax almost gets the steal on it, but thankfully we managed to secure it. The second Drake for our team, and right here we land a nice stun on Lucian. So we flash in and we pick up the kill on Lucian right there. So as you can see, things are looking very, very well for us as Pantheon ultimate's in, so we just dash out, but Pantheon does manage to pick up the kill on Tristana. So thankfully for our hook shot, we managed to escape nice and easy, and we pick up the Mercury threads, and of course the next item we're going to go for is the Sterox gauge. Two very important items, I think, on Camille. It adds a lot of, you know, sustainability. So right here we managed to get a good stun on Ziggs. Don't manage to pick him up, but I see Senna over the wall, so I just immediately ultimate onto her, and we managed to pick up the kill on Senna. But right here Lucian is chasing us down, and thankfully we did manage to finish the build of the Sterox gauge, so we managed to survive right there. But then again, Pantheon is ultimating him, so I'm like, oh man. So I dash over the wall, we managed to survive, but Irelia ends up dying. So even though we have two dragons, you know, in our objective game, it's still pretty good. You know, we got dragons, we got the first turn, we got the Rift Herald. Still, the game is very even. As you can see, we have the Trinity Force, Sterox gauge, and Stone Plate. So right here, we're kind of hovering over Pantheon's lane, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, okay, let's just push this lane, and we can definitely kill them on the turn because we have 4 players with us. We managed to secure him, and this team fight right here, I end up flashing out, but we actually end up losing it, mainly because Tristana, as of right now, is split off in the duo lane right now, going for the turrets. So we weren't able to win the team fight right there, even though we managed to pick up Pantheon. But I think because we were under the turret as well, a lot of us were taking damage over time. So we end up losing the team fight right there, as Tristana does manage to pick up the turret. So I guess it's alright. But we're kind of hovering over the map right now, looking at Irelia. We couldn't help her at all, so we end up going for the red buff. But thankfully, she manages to pick up Jax as well, so we kind of don't worry a lot about the Baron. Because I was thinking maybe if they got Irelia, they could have rushed the Baron. But right here, we managed to pick off Pantheon as the Mountain Drake is up. But I kind of wasted my ultimate right there on Pantheon. I should have just kept it, maybe used it for Senna instead, looking back at it. And right here, I was like, I was going to solo Dragon. And I was still thinking about it. I was like, okay, I can actually do this. But then Jax, I believe Jax TP's in. And then Lucian hops over. So like, oh man, we can't do this. So we end up just going for the blue buff, mainly because we needed some health at the moment and we didn't want to backport. So Irelia manages to pick up Jax. The Mountain Drake still is up. And Ziggs is TPing back. And then Lucian is a bit too caught up with minions. So we managed to pick up the Mountain Drake nice and easy. But even though we managed to get 3 Drakes, still the game is very, very close. As right here, Pantheon ultimates in and stuns Irelia and manages to pick up the kill, and Tristana just hops right in right there. I don't know why she would go in like that. And again, I'm like, man, why is this game so close, even though our objective game is still, it was so much better, right? First turn, Rift Herald, 3 dragons. I was like, damn, this is tough. But then right here we end up going home, and they pick up the Death Dance. And as you can see, we have absolutely no wards around the Baron. So Kaale pings us, and I'm like, oh, actually, you know what? They could be doing Baron. So I start making my way over, and then I believe I see right here, I think it's Senna's ultimate. So I'm like, oh my god, they're actually on it. So without hesitation, I just jump over. I almost get the steal on it, but we don't manage to steal it. We just use the ultimate and we flash over. And at this moment, I think it was Malphite and Kaale. They were kind of typing in the chat. I was like, I didn't have any wards. You know, I didn't have vision. It's not something that you can just feel and be like, oh, they're gonna go Baron, you know, go to Baron. So it's kind of misplay on our part, but then again, you know, I was like, we didn't have vision, so there's really nothing I could have done about that situation right there. But right here, so nothing really happens before that, but right here they start pushing, and I see Jax is split off from the team. So I'm kind of just thinking to myself, okay, maybe if we catch somebody split off right in my ultimate, we can definitely win the team fight. Ziggs is very low right there, so as you can see, I missed my hook shot because I wanted to go for Ziggs, but then I decided just to ultimate on Jax, and we managed to pick him up. Right there, we get a pretty good stun on Senna, but like I was thinking, you know, we managed to get Jax caught off from the team, and then right here, our team just manages to pick people off one by one, and then we were walking in Ziggs grenades, and we actually didn't even notice. I actually didn't even see them. I was walking through them, and they wouldn't even let us backport right there. So for the full build, we picked up the Guardian's Angel next, and we managed to actually just end the game. So we managed to end the game right after that. And right here, the Elder Drake is up. So I'm just thinking, you know what, as soon as it spawns, we just gotta go for it. No time to wait. We should just pick it up right away. So a good job by our team. Everybody was around the Elder Drake, so we managed to pick it up nice and easy. Ziggs ultimate came in, but we didn't even have to flash it. Mainly, I think I was just too concerned, maybe looking at the map. And right here, myself and Irelia almost throw the entire game away, because I was actually so committed. If Irelia went in, I would have ultimated as well. So I was very committed with Camille right there. And right here, we're kind of just lurking around because I think we needed like 400 or 500 gold maybe for the Guardian's Angel. As you can see right here, I'm kind of going back and forth. I'm like, okay, should I wait for it? The Baron is up, but I'm like, okay, you know, I can't wait for it. So I end up just going back to lane and try to do as much farming as fast as possible to get my Guardian's Angel. So I end up going for the rules, and then I backport. And then right here, Jax is in the dual lane right now, the dragon lane. So I'm kind of pinging, let's just start Baron. Like, don't wait for me, just start Baron. So I'm already pinging that I am on my way. But right here was so confusing because they wouldn't start Baron, and then I make my way over and they just stopped doing Baron. They wouldn't come help us. They engage in a fight instead. But Jax is split pushing at the moment, so I'm like, okay, what? If you know what? If we're not gonna fight, then I'm a backport. But then everybody backs out, so they managed to slow down my backport. I'm like, oh my god. Then Malphite ultimate's in, so then I engage. But then again, Jax is still split pushing, so I'm like, okay, if Kaale doesn't pick him off, we lose the game. So I end up backporting. But thankfully, Kaale manages to pick up the kill on Jax. So we just clear the minion waves and we end up pushing. And thankfully, we managed to win the fight in the Baron lane as Irelia picks off Ziggs. And then Tristana kills Senna, and we managed to get an ace. But right there overall, it's just so confusing because they wouldn't do Baron. Once I got there, they didn't. They just left Baron. They engaged in the fight. Then once I helped engage in the fight, they ended up backing out. And then I saw Jax pushing. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to backport. And then they back out from the fight. I'm like, oh my god, come on, guys. But nevertheless, we managed to win the game. It was a very exciting game, and a very close game somehow. But we managed to pull it off in the late game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.